Welcome back. We're unpacking parental rights and educational issues today, and joining me to help unpack it all is Amelia Willis, spokesperson for PAVE. Amelia, we're switching gears. Just before the commercial, I teased that there was Planned Parenthood Toronto, again, another Toronto issue, was caught distributing sex toys to children. Please explain this one to me.
So yeah, it sounds like no, that must not be correct, but that's correct. They were caught. They made an Instagram post that was instructing children how to make their own sex toys at home if they couldn't afford to buy their own or couldn't acquire their own, which is absolutely crazy that those words even just came out of my mouth. But their post included lists of household items that minors, children, they were targeting children around the age of 13
Under
could
13?
use, and that around the age of 13.
Around 13, okay.
13, correct. And their list included different types of fruit, toilet paper rolls, cell phones, and hand mixers. And I'm at a loss for words, to be honest, that they would post that. It's gross to post for an adult audience, but to post to a 13-year-old child is absolutely grotesque.
Okay, so they weren't actually distributing sex toys to children. They were advocating for them to DIY it, basically.
Correct, exactly.
Okay.
And
what was the response to this by the public?
well, the post is still up. I was checking recently when I was preparing notes, and yeah, the post is still there. It's still getting traction on Instagram. I don't know how there wasn't more of an outcry, because I just don't know how anyone looks at that and thinks that's appropriate to post anywhere, let alone towards children.
Wow. Yeah, it's that's definitely very bizarre. Another bizarre topic is naked swim, which is alleged to target children, and that again, another Toronto thing is being planned in Toronto. I don't know what's going on in Toronto. What's in our drinking water? What is this naked swim? Can you explain that?
Yeah, so there's a organization called GTA Skinny Dippers, and they essentially host events all over the Greater Toronto area. They'll essentially rent out public pools and host nude events. On their group, like website group rules, they have a rule that says clothing is not optional. And they have on their code of conduct, I'll read it. It says, kids like to play with kids. So if you didn't come with any kids, do not play with the kids, which implies that there are children at these nude events, which is confirmed by their most recent event on May 11th, was a naked swim in Mississauga, targeted towards all ages, but specifically children between the ages of 14 and 18 are allowed to go, or were allowed to go, without a parent or guardian.
Okay, this is just overwhelming me. Maybe it's my prudish mind. I don't understand. So these are like taxpayer funded public pools. So theoretically,
Yes.
our tax dollars are subsidizing, because they do subsidize public pools, these events. And these events happen. I'm sorry, I never knew these events happen. I guess I'm not a follower of Naked, whatever, Skinny Dippers, Toronto, GTA, whatever the organization is. So they plan events so children can come, because anyone under 18 is a child, according to Ontario law. Children can come and skinny dip with other children and play.
Yes, but that in and of itself is problematic. But the bigger issue is that there are also naked adults there as well. And if there's these 14-year-old children with no guardian, no parent around, who's to keep them safe? There's naked adults there. We know that there have been issues when there are no boundaries, especially when it comes to nude situations. That's a recipe for disaster.
Yeah, I mean, children need to be protected. Look, we don't want to encourage pedophilia, basically, and I don't know. So what is being done? I mean, again, you said this happened in Mississauga. There are more planned in Toronto. Again, public pools. It's different if it's someone's in backyard. I mean, I don't agree with it either way, but that's private property. This is public property. So what is being done? Is there going to be a challenge by parents to this?
I don't believe there is any challenge to it, not to my knowledge. I know that this group also marched in the Pride Parade recently, and they were fully nude in the Pride Parade where there are children there. Um,
Wow.
Again, it's just inappropriate behavior.
Taxpayer subsidized pool access. Okay, well, we're going to pick up these interesting topics when we return.